Down the Road Show is a product of Murdock Worldwide Entertainment. Down the Road Show. This is entertainment all up in your face.
On that note, we're going to throw it to the audience.
Gee, thanks. I'm Casey from Down the Road Show. It's a pleasure to be here. We recently had Mark Christopher Lawrence on our podcast, and he was a treat. You guys have an open invitation to come be on our show as well.
Well, thank you very much.
I would give you guys the same question I ask everybody, both of you. Who's your favorite superhero? Who's your favorite villain? And who inspires you in life? Who's your real life hero, besides Ronald Reagan?
You go first. Oh God, I was hoping. Favorite superhero? Favorite superhero? I like Batman. I have to say, I like Batman. I find him a very complicated person. I like the fact that he's as real a human as you can be without any particular magical powers, but yet he finds a way to be a real superhero. So I like Batman. What was the other one? Villain. Wow. The Borg? The Borg. I think my favorite villains are the Borg. I know it's not a comic book, but does that count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Borg from Star Trek.
Darth Vader, anything works.
Oh, okay.
And
no, I think the Borg.
You in life?
I think the Borg are my favorite villains. They were a really interesting bad guy.
And is there a real life actor, director, anyone out there who inspires you?
Adam Baldwin was my hero.
That's the right answer.
How about for you, Adam?
You like Batman, huh? He's a capitalist. That's interesting.
No. Oh boy, here we go.
I would go with either Iron Man or Captain America. Or Superman, because I've had the opportunity to play Superman. Or the voice, anyway. Villain? Wow. Nah. Yeah, Nishka would be great. I love Nishka. Michael Fairman's a great actor. God, he was just hilarious. I'd go with Darth Vader. Yeah. I don't go wrong with him. And who inspires me in my life? My kids and my wife. Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Hi, my name is Kelly, and my question's for Adam. Okay, so I grew up watching The Adventures of Jackie Chan, and I wanted to know how you got the part of Captain Black.
I played Finn, right? Did I do Captain Black as well?
I believe so.
It was a long time ago. I remember doing Finn, mostly, and I just tried to play him like a surfer dude, you know? That was just another audition. You just walk in and read lines, and they say, yeah, okay, we like your voice. Can you do it different? But he was sort of a minor character in there, but I'm glad you watched that. Thanks. The residuals are nice.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
It's amazing, I have to say, with like Adam, when you ask him these questions, I can empathize, because Adam's a real veteran actor, and sometimes people ask me questions. I've been doing this a long time, and you guys remember more than I do. You know, you guys, we make it and we put it out there, but you guys own it and you kind of interpret it, and you know it better than us. So yeah, you've done a lot of work, Adam.
Oh, thanks.
You've done a lot of work.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. All right, sorry, just a little
That's really good. It's comforting.
interjection.
It's comforting. It's really good. It's comforting.
Got a lot of things, but which we may get into in front of all of you or not. You never know.
Yeah, but you know,
But it's no, we respect
we
you.
like sweaty products. Yeah.
Yes,
It's good. It's good. Sweaty. Go ahead.
sweaty.
Tiny questioner, yes.
What do you like about that?
What do you like about Chuck?
Yeah.
The guy who plays Chuck is Zach Levi, and he is In Firefly, you had Nathan Fillion, and the show was basically on his shoulders. Same thing with Chuck for Zach. He's the leader of our department. He's got the entire show on his shoulders. He does all kinds of physical work and comedy work, and he's got the bulk of dialogue, and he's in practically every scene. And this is a guy who he leads with love, and he leads with hard work, and he's dedicated, and he's passionate, and he really cares about what we're doing, and he makes it inspiring to go to work every day. And when I first got the job, I said, "Wow, do you think it's got a shot?" He goes, my manager said to me, "Who knows, the guy playing Chuck, if they fall in love with that guy, the show will go." And they did. I mean, we've been on the bubble for a while, but still, I think if it weren't for Zach Levi, that the show wouldn't be around anymore. So that's what I love about Chuck.
Yay.
And the girls are pretty.
I would second that. I think Zach is a really unique, one-of-a-kind kind of lead actor in this show. He's led with love, he's led with his heart and his soul, and he's a great guy. I would also add to the other thing I love about Chuck. I'll add two other things I love about Chuck. One other thing I love is our crew. Our crew, Bob Field, are you here? Where's Bob? Where is he? Look, stand up, Bob Field. That's our gaffer from Chuck, Bob Field, ladies and gentlemen. Bob and everybody else that works on our crew, it's the best crew I've ever worked with. They're funny, they accomplish things, they accomplish things that I don't know any other crew that could do it, and they do it with a sense of humor, and they're incredible. And so, yay.
The hours that these guys put in on their feet, in the electric and the camera and the grips, these guys are on their feet for 16 hours a day with just maybe an hour for lunch. And they don't complain, they don't whine. I mean, they might get a little grumpy sometimes, who doesn't, but especially at 3 or 4 in the morning on Saturday morning, right, Bob? It's just not a fun time. But, and that's why it's always enjoyable when we get a director like Robbie. He's very cognizant of that, getting the day in on a Monday, starting at 7 and getting out of there within 12 hours so that we're not working into the wee hours of Friday night. And
everybody, we take care of each other on the show. I mean, we try to look out for the crew. They look out for us. The actors are. It's a great cast. I mean, besides Zach, Adam's amazing. Yvonne has grown into an incredible actress. Josh Gomez, Mark Christopher Lawrence, Scott Krinsky, Vic Sahai. All of them are incredible.
Vic's a jerk.
Right. Right. I didn't, yeah, you're right. All right, forget I said Vic. But,
that's already on Twitter.
it's already been tweeted.
I joke with Vic all the time because he's like, "Oh God, I'm going to end up on the Hollywood Squares with Scott."
Did you guys?
So I keep saying, yeah, Scott and Lester to block. He goes, "Not only do I have second billing now, but he gets his real name, and I'm just my character name."
Scott and Lester.
It's one of those slowly I turn.
Yes.
He loses it. It's hilarious.
Vic is so.
He's so talented. Really
He's so talented and so neurotic. It's incredible. It's incredible.
he really brings it. He's amazing.
Everybody does. The whole cast is great, and like I said, our crew is phenomenal. And the last thing I was going to say, the other thing I love about Chuck is we wouldn't have been here for 5 years now without you guys, without the fans. So that's the other thing I love, wherever you went. I love the fans of this show. They're great.
Okay, next.
Hi, my question is for Adam, and I guess my question is,
Why are you filming yourself? That's really weird. Hey, everybody, look, here I am asking the question.
He's going to tweet it right now.
my question is, what is it that you took away from working with Stanley Kubrick and working on Full Metal Jacket?
Thank you for that question. I was 23 when I got the job, and I worked on My Bodyguard in an army jacket. And I asked Stanley later, I said, "Why'd you hire me? Did you like my audition tape that I sent in, because everyone sent in audition tapes. He collected thousands of them and basically taped over them to use as extra footage because he was sort of cheap. Funny story. He would send these audition tapes to his mother in New York, and she would tape the Yankee games and have them diplomatic pouched back to him so he could watch them the next day. So he would say it was a code of silence on the set. Anyone near him couldn't talk about the Yankee playoff games, otherwise you'd be in big trouble. But I asked him, so why'd you hire me? He said, well, I saw that movie, My Bodyguard, you did. And I liked the way you looked in that army jacket. I said, well, did you watch my audition tape? Because, I spent a lot of time going, no, I never watched those things. He taught me patience. Yeah. Because we were young kids, we weren't patient. We were used to working on shows that would be done in 2 weeks or 50 days maximum. We were there for months and months and months and months, not knowing that was going to be the deal. And he was more patient than we were, but he had wisdom. And the one thing I regret most is not having the experience to appreciate what was happening while it was happening. I thought, oh, this is great. Wow, we're doing the Kubrick movie. Woo! Everything's going to be like this from now on. Top of the world. And meanwhile, we're complaining, God, it's 9 months later, we're still here. One of those scenes took a month to do. We're sitting on the wall. It took a month to do one scene. And we're young, and it's getting cold, and we're, impatient, and we're cranky, and we're complaining. We're working 6-day weeks, 14-hour days, and had I had the wisdom that I think I do now, I would have appreciated it more while it was happening and chronicled it. That's why Matthew Modine's book, Full Metal Jacket Diary, is something I hope you get a chance to look at if you're interested in the lore of Full Metal Jacket. He did a great job. He was always taking notes and he's a good photographer. So he did a really great job there. And the stories he tells, he's very self-deprecating. He explains what an idiot he was and what an idiot I was and the other cast members and what a tyrant Stanley could be and what a wonderful, loving individual Stanley could be and a great chess player and an animal lover.
Is this book, is that a book that's just the diary entries, or did he kind of use them and rewrite it as a narrative kind of book?
It's a little of both.
Yeah.
And then it has some great photographs in there. And I think he's doing a multimedia, or he's trying to get together a multimedia presentation of it.
He's an interesting guy. Matthew Modine, I saw a documentary he made when he was filming that pirate movie with Jeannie Davis. I can't remember the name of the movie. Do you remember the one?
Cutthroat Island.
Yes, that one. Everybody spoke at once, and this was like, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, but he made a documentary. He actually filmed on black and white, a little black and white 16-millimeter camera, these silent shots, and made a little short film when he was doing Cutthroat Island. And it sounds like he's an interesting guy that way. He's very aware of the process as it's going. You're right.
Yep.
It's a great quality.
Yep.
Rampage Fitness Academy is located at 23681 Via Linda, Suite A, in Mission Viejo, California, 92691. Call them at 949-830-7267. Cardio kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, regular boxing, yoga, or women's classes only. Rampage Fitness Academy has it all. Check them out at rampagefitnessacademy.com.